Fox News doctor Keith Ablow is going to psychoanalyze Trump here, and you'll be shocked to find out he thinks Trump is tremendous. He thinks he's winning. Tremendous.
The Democratic nominee is consulting psychologists about Trump's biggest insecurities to bait him into making mistakes on the debate stage.
Well, psychiatrist and Fox News Medical A-Team's Dr. Keith Ablow is here to assess this strategy. Doctor, it's great to see you this morning. This doesn't sound like a crazy strategy to me, and it's something I think that every presidential candidate does during the debates. You're trying to figure out how to, pick at the other guy's weaknesses. Will this work with Trump?
Well, sure, it's something that every candidate probably does, probably should do. Psychology is a very powerful tool to unearth what does get under people's skin, if you will. But listen, with Donald Trump, kind of what you see is what you get. I have to say, when the small hands issue was raised during the debate, this supposedly got the Clinton campaign very excited. They thought, man, he's off his game. He wasn't off his game at all. Freud would have been standing up like applauding, standing ovation. To be able to address such an intensely personal issue and say, listen, there's no problem in that department. To me, that showed an incredible degree of psychological strength.
What? This guy, Trump has an incredible degree of psychological strength. Are you kidding me? He is notoriously thin-skinned. Of course this stuff gets under his skin. Okay, he's referring to, when whoever it was, Marco Rubio or one of the other guys, brought up Trump's small hands. Now, he brought it up because they did opposition research, dipshit, and they found out that, a magazine in the past had brought this up about Donald Trump, and he got super defensive to the point where this magazine, which is now defunct, and forgive me, I forget which magazine it was, he would send them a picture of his hands, all the time. And be like, these hands are beautiful. They're tremendous. You see these hands? These hands are great. I don't know what you're talking about, small hands. So in the debate, when somebody brought it up, Trump, hilariously, he's like, as if we can't research it. He's like, he said my hands are small. I've never heard that before. That's crazy. What are you talking about, hands? People have said I have beautiful hands. My hands are so large and so tremendous and so great. People always say that about my hands. Oh my God, you're such a child. You want to talk about thou doth protest too much. And then he goes on to say, they say if you have a problem with your hands that you may have a problem somewhere else. Well, I can guarantee you there's no problem in that department. Believe me. Believe me, I can promise you that. He just spoke about his dick in the middle of a Republican debate. Yeah, he spoke about his dick. No, actually, believe me, at the time, I was one of the people who was like, whatever. If anything, I actually kind of just liked the fact that somebody's absolutely no filter in the Republican debate. So that was actually an upside in my mind. But in terms of what that says about his psychology, no, that does not say that he's massively secure. It says he's incredibly insecure. How do you not see that? But this guy's a hack, man. So he goes out there and, look at me, I shave my head. I look like a psychologist and a psychiatrist that knows his shit. Don't I? But then everything he says is just Republican propaganda. Trump is so psychologically strong and so together and so with it that believe me, he's not going to do anything wrong ever. And he's a totally sane and level-headed person. Want to know why you feel compelled to come out there and talk like this? Because the exact opposite is true, and you're trying to calm people. You're trying to be like, okay, yeah, I know. He gets into Twitter fights with fucking random celebrities, and he's notoriously thin-skinned, but maybe that's a sign of strength? Maybe that's a sign of psychological security and not insecurity? You guys buying this?